say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Judicials offense will get first crack at it today. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Here comes the option. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Runs through a tackle. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That defenses have to play responsibility football. You could tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now on the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Punt is on its way. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to go in the half with more momentum. Continue to run the ball, eat the clock.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, Clemson. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Just when they're looking run, now up top. The short hands, it's McGee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
The corners are walked up tight. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. With the catch, it's Matthews. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the back. On the option. He'll pitch it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's Here's the heat. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Judicials line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and not his best work. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the good passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rush is on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page. And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Judicials will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. The give to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the returner will be dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Completion to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open, pass protect.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now the pitch. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 45. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Kick is in the air. Just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
On the move, it's O'Neal. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This Clemson defense has been something across the entire game. Old school lockdown.
I mean, unbelievable. Shutting down everything you want to do. Shutting down the run, shutting down the pass. This defense.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Judicials send out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jet. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers!
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Sends it back in motion. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Judicials will punt this one away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the option. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in the...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down. They've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, fourth down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And the returner goes down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be stoked. I mean, just to have a complete performance. The defensive line shutting down the run, making sure you can't get any kind of run game going, in the secondary being locked down, linebackers flying around. It's been a complete performance, and it's been complete domination.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on fourth down. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Well, to call this an abject disaster for the offense would be an insult to abject disasters everywhere, Jesse.
And they're not going to enjoy watching this game film either. Just nothing's been working. They've had mental errors. They haven't been able to execute very well running or throwing it, David. Just nothing going their way in this one.
Nothing has gone right, and the worst thing is going to be watching the tape. You're right, Jesse. But even worse than that, practice this week is going to be miserable after putting up the donut on the scoreboard.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day. So
Lost one deep down the right side. Threads it inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward.